Hi there, I hope you're keeping well. Today I'm working with the Kate Somerville team to tell you about a new skincare line that they've created called the DeliKate line. And this is essentially a skincare collection that's really great for a stressed skin, maybe a sensitised skin. It's really, really good for redness. That's how it came into my hands. And I've been using it for a while now and I've found it to be really great. So I said I would share some thoughts with you. So it's literally a 3-step routine. You've got a cleanser, serum and moisturizer. You can use them all twice a day, really simple. And what's great about it is there isn't necessarily a load of active ingredients in here. It's a really calming, soothing mix, ideal for kind of repairing any damage to the skin barrier, things like that. And it's just a very simple concoction. You've got ceramides in there, green tea, honey, things that are really just going to bring the skin back to balance if it's a bit irritated or stressed. So how this kind of came about, the team at Kate Somerville wanted something that would really restore skin post-treatment. So perhaps someone had just had a peel and wanted something that was safe to use after that. Perhaps people had created a bit of a sensitised skin if they'd overdone things at home, thrown in loads of active ingredients, things like that, and just wanted something to bring the skin back to balance. That was kind of the inspiration for this range. So where I came into the mix was just before lockdown. They reached out to me and said, Rose, we've got this range. It's really good for a red prone skin. It's proven to reduce redness and help to reduce the texture that can come with redness is something I've found. But they said, just try it and give us some thoughts and see what you think. And then of course, the next thing, we were all locked down. I've been at home with my mum who also has rosacea. So the two of us have been using it and we both just absolutely loved it. So I'm delighted to just kind of share a bit of my experience with this. Now, you know me, I don't do an awful lot of partnerships, but I know full well if anything wasn't going to work with this, you'd be the first to tell me, and I've just seen great results from it, so I've got no fear whatsoever that you're going to love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull my hair out of the way and show you a few of the products, starting with the Soothing Cleanser. Now, when I was first diagnosed with rosacea, this is about 2 years ago, I was told to try and use creams to remove my makeup instead of anything too rich. Now, what happens with that is I find that I do have to really massage my skin a little bit more than I used to. It takes a little bit longer, but the gentleness of that means that I never further irritate any redness in my skin. Now, you'll have seen I've obviously got a nice big face of makeup on today. So I am going to take a bit of time massaging this in. They recommend to apply this to a slightly dampened skin, but I actually like to go straight in over my makeup just to make sure I'm getting everything off. And usually I'd be upstairs in the bathroom, but for the sake of having the natural light on me, I'm just downstairs in the living room. And I'm going to take it off using some pre-soaked cotton pads. Now, what I love about this is you're still melting your makeup off, but it's just nice and comforting. You feel like you're taking your makeup off with a moisturizer. And I would just suggest, you know, I know we all like to get the makeup off as quickly as possible so that we can be on the couch or in bed or whatever time you like to take your face off. I like to do mine the minute I'm in the house. But just do take a bit of time to massage this in because it is so soft and creamy and it will melt all of your makeup away, but you do just have to be nice and patient with it. So as I mentioned, you've got the likes of ceramides in here, really great for helping to repair the skin's protective barrier, but also things that you don't have in here is things like sulfates, phthalates, mineral oil, parabens. Crucially, there's no fragrance in here. I personally find that fragrance is a big one that can flare up any redness. So I'm delighted that there's none of that in there. So if you just have a little look, let me just check that I've got the bridge of that nose where I've gone in with that highlighter. I think you'll be able to see, even if you've been watching my videos for a while, that redness, I mean, the thing with rosacea, for example, which is what I have, is that it will always be there, but you can significantly reduce it with a bit of patience and consistency. And that's what I've noticed. It really has reduced the redness for me and just helped to reduce some of that texture. So there's your nice creamy cleanser. Your next step is the serum. Now, again, there are no active ingredients as such in this range. It's all designed to just restore and calm the skin. And what I love about this, it's a really lovely sheer texture. If you wanted to, if I'm in a bit of a rush, I'll just use this and then go straight in with my makeup. But if you do have the time to do all 3 steps, then you get the full kind of comfortable feel. However, that will still make you feel really hydrated and help to reduce the appearance of any of that redness. So there's our serum. And then the last one. Now, funnily enough, the cleanser and the serum, I've already got through one of those since we've been locked down, and I've reordered again online. But the moisturizer, I'm still kind of working my way through. But I am always quite heavy-handed on my serum. The moisturiser is a lovely, fairly buttery texture, but the nice thing is it will melt into the skin quite quickly. So it gives a lovely cushioned finish if you were to apply your makeup on top of it. And I think one of the things that anyone with any redness or sensitivity will know is that dryness can also become part and parcel of that. But this is really lovely for instantly giving you that comfort and easing any of that tightness. And as you can see, hasn't irritated any of that redness at all. So it's a really lovely quick regime, and I've got on really well with them. Now, just in case you already use any Kate Somerville things, I wanted to show you a few reference points in case you're thinking, well, how does it compare to this, that, the other? So the goat milk range, if you've tried either of those, I would just say in terms of the cleansers, the goat milk seems a bit denser. So even though they're both creamy and you'll get that comfortable feel, this is slightly lighter and your goat milk feels quite rich on the skin. Now, by comparison in textures, your goat milk moisturiser feels a bit more like a lotion, and this one feels a bit denser and a bit more buttery. But both of these, I would say, the goat milk collection, even though it's lovely and comforting and soft, it does have a natural lactose in here, so it will very gently exfoliate your skin. So if you're especially sensitised, even this may be a slight bit too much. Whereas your DeliKate range has no active ingredients in there. It's super gentle. You can absolutely go to town on it and you'll get on really well. So that's just a few things I wanted to show you. As I say, I'm very conscious and aware that I speak to lots of people every day on here with similar skin to me, with similar concerns. And I know you'd be the first to tell me if you tried something and it didn't quite work for you. And I'm telling you that that has worked so well for me. Feel free to ask any questions if you've got any other ideas about this range or anything else you'd like to know. And I've just really found a great benefit from using it, and I'd thoroughly recommend if you've got any kind of, you know, sensitivity, stress in the skin, the redness, texture, it's really helped me. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll look forward to hearing your thoughts and speaking to you soon.